in a small town down in Arkansas, where the river flows. There's a man with a passion that everybody knows. He's got a collection that'll make you stare. Vintage pocket knives laid with tender care.
Howdy, howdy everybody. Welcome once again to HT's EDC, coming at you this Wednesday morning, hump day, halfway through another one, folks. Hope everybody is doing well. Got a couple of prayer requests, if you will, to keep in mind for you praying folks that are watching. And one that, Sean, I got to kind of apologize to you, buddy, on air. I have no good excuse why I haven't said this before now, but I guess better late than never. And I'm talking about Brother Sean over at Watch City Knives. Sean has definitely been going through it with his health, and my stance on this is I don't tell specifics. If Sean wants to expound on what all that entails, I'll let him do so. But let's just say, there was a hospitalization involved. There was, he had to go to a rehab facility for a while after the hospital. That's all I'm going to say. He has said that down in comments, so I think I'm okay to say that. But let's keep Sean definitely in our thoughts and prayers as he recovers. And obviously, Pocket EDC, Todd. I did see Todd has made a video this morning, obviously from home still. But the fact that he's feeling up to making content and shooting a video, I'm saying is awesome. And the trajectory is going up. And that's the way we want to see it. So keep those two folks in mind, and that'll be much appreciated. Okay, let's get into a what you totin' for today. Holy Land Pocket Cross. And got just a little disclaimer to say about what I'm personally going to be toting, say the next 10-ish days, week and a half or so. I'm going to be toting personally some HT non-biggins, more of the pocket knife, slip joint size knives for the next 10-ish days. And I'm going to strategically make it a different model and knife each day. What's going on is we are in a prototype phase of a new piece of leather, something cool, and just that's all I can say right now. I'm kind of product researching said new piece of leather right now, and I'm hoping that we are weeks out from unveiling this. But I am, in my research and prototype phase, I'm going to be putting, all shapes and sizes of pocket knives in said piece of leather for the next 10-ish days. So you're not going to, on my personal carry, it won't be HT Biggins. I am sure I will be showing and reviewing, talking about some Biggins in that time frame. But anyway, something really cool is coming, and it's coming down the pike. I just can't unveil it yet because it ain't, I'm thinking you can understand, we're still prototyping it, working any potential bugs out that may be there, but stay tuned. It's going to be cool. I promise you it's going to be cool. But today we are rocking just a Trapper, a good old HT Red. Huh? HT Red, huh? Trapper. Got plenty of the tieners on this one. Good old jig red bone. Carbon steel, of course. And yeah, that is my tote. What's going in ye old pocket today. So, that being said, let's get into what you've seen in the thumbnail. And we got a new camper in. Check that out. Yeah. I'm still on my camper kick, folks. It's like folding hunters. If I see them for a good price, I just can't leave them. I love, tinkering with them, trying to restore them, put new life in them. And I don't know why. Definitely not a HT biggin. This is a 3 3/4 inch knife closed. But something about the camper knives just brings me back, harkens me back to my, when I didn't have all this platinum on my face and and at one time I did have something on top of my head here. But anyway, it takes me back to some of those days as a boy and a young man. Love these things. And this one, we'll get this one open. This is an Ulster USA. And this one, by the tang stamp, says that it is the post World War II. So this is a 1945. And I think I heard that Ulster closed shop in 68. So I know that is a very broad-reaching tang stamp, or dating for that. But maybe you guys can tell me the tang stamp on this one. And I am still trying to get this thing all open for you. Bear with me. The tang stamp on this guy is pretty faded, but maybe we can make some of it out. But anyway, wipe a little oil. I did put it in a mineral oil bath last night, so she's probably still a little oily. But here she is. It is a 4-blade, still has the bail in good shape. Usual suspects, flathead screwdriver, bottle opener here. We have a leather punch, awl, can opener, and of course our main spear point blade. And I will probably, like at this point right here, drop a couple of pictures, the before pictures of this knife when we first got it in. But I only took this one so far because I love, and I wish this light's going to make this look a lot shiny, a lot shinier than it is. There is really a nice gray on all these blades. We'll call them a dad patina. Not a grandpa. We don't have that matte black going, but it is a very nice gray. You can see here on the back springs. We got one little spot, if you can see here by my finger. Got some pitting up there that wouldn't, pitting's not going to come out unless you sand and, really grind on it. But I didn't think that was necessary. A little bit of character, but as you can see, all those brass. And if you can see down inside, nice and shiny on the brass. We got all that cleaned out. It did not look like that upon arrival, I promise. All this was pretty gunked up, and all the brass was tarnished, but I think we got all that looking pretty good. Check that out. And I took these blades as far as I wanted to take them. I did not want to lose. I like this gray, this matte gray patina that's on there. Again, as I see there, as I get up here in my light, you're going to think that's shiny, but really kind of right there, what you see, that's really the color of those blades. If I don't let this light hit it, you see that nice just matte gray uniform all over that? That's the money. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So anyway, I said something about tang stamp. Let's see if we can show this. I should have went back and probably took a little wire brush and maybe hit it right there on the tang stamp, but it's already so kind of worn. You get in there, if you know, I was worried that I might lose more than I gain. A lot of times you take a Dremel tool and touch it up right there, and that'll, you know, make that tang stamp stick out. It might, but we'll see if we can get that to come through there. It says, it's coming up in the light help now. Probably right there is going to be my best move, and you can see what I'm talking about. It's pretty faded, but it says Ulster, what does it say? Ulster knife. Ulster Knife USA. I'm sorry, like I say, I can hardly read it myself. Maybe right there. Brother Dan, I'm doing my best, but like I said, maybe I could try to hit that with a Dremel tool, and maybe it helps, maybe it don't. But it does say Ulster up top. On the second line, Knife USA. And like I said, I have looked that tang stamp up, and that says that it is post World War II, post 1940, it's either 44 or 45, all the way to, I believe, 68 is when there was no more Ulster. And I think Ulster kind of, Imperial, I believe, picked up the Ulster line, you know, that was the end of Ulster, and it went to Imperial. Don't quote me on that, and feel free to correct me down in the comments, folks. I am no expert. I look it up, I hit Google, and, you know, knife books that I have, and do the best I can. And I am always learning, so if you can help date this down in the comments, winner chicken dinner. So anyway, but the Delrin, jig Delrin here, black, and it's in pretty good shape. A lot of times you'll see these separating. If you can see there, it's all still kind of laid down. This is, well, let me back that up. This isn't Delrin. This is plastic. At this time, this is jigged plastic. This is not a Delrin. And somebody's going to say, well, Delrin's a plastic, HT. Yes, it is a form of plastic, but this isn't Delrin. There's grades of plastic, folks, I promise you. You know, there's Velox, Delrin, you know, GFN, like Spyderco uses. There's degrees of plastic. Yeah, is it all a polymer, a synthetic plastic? It is. This isn't Delrin. I promise you. This is just a jig plastic. That's kind of what they used at the time on these, but they're in good shape, you know. All you can ask, like I say, a lot of these, you'll see these lips up here on the bolsters. They'll be raised. As you can see, this guy is all laid down all the way across the top of this. There's no separation. So for what it is in good shape. And yeah, snap on these. Let's see. Very good on that awl. Very good. This guy, the main blade, he's a little weak. Yeah. He's got some snap. He's tired. You know what I'm saying? This could be as old as, you know, good Lord, 70, 80-year-old knife. And at its absolute youngest, it's older than me, you know, 68. I'm a 74, so at best, this is, you know, what would that be? Another 6 years, 8 years, 58-year-old knife at its earliest. And by looking at this, folks, I'm going to tell you completely I would say a semi-educated guess. I believe this is like a 50s. I believe this is maybe late 50s. Early 60s, but again, that's just a guess. So it's a little tired. It gets yeah, on the clothes. Let's see. Get this guy. Let's see. Closing, I think, is, yeah. I can keep working on this. The opening's got a little snap, and the close is, there you go. It's a little bit there. It's weak. It's tired. But with a little oiling and keep working on it, I might get a little bit back to it, a little more than I got right now, but maybe not. But I put an edge on this thing. There's nothing, there's nothing non-functioning about this. And I don't know, folks, I just love these things. You make me tell you why. I just, best thing I can tell you is, it just reminds me of, I wasn't in the Boy Scouts, but we had something called Royal Rangers and Awana, affiliated with a church, kind of their Boy Scouts or whatever. They called it the Royal Rangers. And we had something very similar. All of us would carry this in the Royal Rangers. And yeah, I just dig them. I just dig them. How about that? And when I see them for a good price on Fleabay, or somebody hits me up about, what I want to trade for one, I'm weak. What can I say? I have a soft spot in my heart for them. But I think this one cleaned up pretty good. I'm happy with it, and I think we could put another couple of decades on this thing. It'll probably hold up as long as the one you're looking at here will. So yeah, pretty happy with it. That's all I got. The Ulster USA camp knife, 1945 to possibly 1968. Anybody that could have made out that tang stamp and can shed more light on it would be much appreciated. But I just dig it. So me and old Yukon are gonna get in there now, and I'm a little behind on my YouTube watching. It is another wet, rainy day here in the Stone. I know I talked to Brother Jason via text this morning. They're getting hit with snow up to the, Missouri's right above me, but of course, southern Arkansas don't get nothing but a bunch of rain and occasionally ice. But nevertheless, good day to choke down this Coca-Cola and maybe go make a pot of coffee and get caught up on some YouTube. But anyway, we love you. Thank you for watching. We sure appreciate it, and we'll see you on the next one. I am HT, and we are out.
Buck knives gleaming under that old porch light. He'll tell their stories deep into the night. Reviews and torture tests, it's a sight to see. HT's